Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Kashif Booth podcast. Yes, two solo episodes in within a week. But I saw a topic going around on social media and it was something that I wanted to talk about. It was about the cancellation of black shows. And specifically because I saw a tweet that said black people have got to support black shows. And that was in response to somebody saying, stop cancelling black shows. And when I saw that tweet, it annoyed me because black people support black shows. Black shows aren't being cancelled because black people aren't watching them. And also, just because we're black doesn't mean we have to watch every single show that is starring a black character or is written and created or directed by a black person. No, if it's good, we're gonna watch it, and if it happens to be black, amazing. But we shouldn't be like persecuted against, or like looked down upon, or being or somebody people being upset because we're not watching it because it's a black show. It has to be good. And I just think that rhetoric is dumb. TV shows, especially in the streaming era, aren't cancelled because people aren't watching it. I feel like, I don't know. I personally feel like within the streaming era, I don't think a show is being cancelled because it's not getting enough viewing figures or how many hours people are watching it. Like, I'm sure like a lot of these shows are in the hundreds of thousands of viewing hours, or in the millions of hundreds of millions of hours. I think sometimes a show is cancelled because of the direction of the network where they want to go with it. And I think sometimes, it might be too expensive to make. Like a lot of shows are expensive, so they might decide to, cancel a show because it's too expensive, or there might have been issues on set, or they might have been clashing with the creator of the show, and there might have been creative differences. There's so many reasons as to why a show can be cancelled. I personally don't believe that it's just because of ratings, because we've seen in the past like a show could have massive ratings, great engagement online, great viewing figures, streaming numbers, and still be cancelled. So that's not the reason. And this is in particularly focused on Rap Shit, which was created by Issa Rae. Her show was cancelled. It was announced that it was cancelled this week, and it's just kind of like upsetting to a lot of black audiences and people who are black creatives, because since the writer's strike, there has been a lot of cancellations of black shows. And unfortunately, when there's budget cuts and stuff like that, black shows, black and brown shows are always kind of like the first ones to go. And it's disheartening and it's upsetting, but that's the reality we're in right now. And I personally think Rap Shit was cancelled because Max is probably going in a different direction. Because I've seen some articles online where it's talking about the direction of where Warner Brothers, who acquired HBO Max, which is now just Max, that they are trying to go in a different direction. According to a 2023 article on 3vision.tv, last year's merger for Warner Brothers Discovery has reinforced their commitment to prioritizing cost-saving synergies, aiming for a $3.5 billion target. Analyzing the scripted TV trends on Warner Brothers US services using Show Tracker reveals their merger focus on expanding Max growth. A change in strategy for Warner may very likely result in less shows overall being commissioned by the studio's slate of services in the coming seasons, and a deeper reliance on safer bets for bigger series. One way to ensure this is to adapt from an already established IP, which intends to do with the Harry Potter franchise, once again through the development of a TV series based on the books 12 years after the original cinematic adaptations concluded. So in my opinion, again, I feel like that's one of the reasons why Rap Shit was cancelled. Yes, Rap Shit, appealed to a certain demographic, and it was, to me, it was a really good show. It was funny, and it really documented the music industry and the Miami scene in a compelling way. And I was looking forward to seeing where the characters would go over the next few seasons. But I feel like Max are prioritizing what they know is going to make them money, and that's what it is. And I think that's why Rap Shit was cancelled. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I think they probably are just prioritizing a certain niche right now because they want to make money. You know, Warner Brothers have recently bought it in the last 2 years. And so right now they're just trying to make back the profit that they can, because they were also licensing shows to Netflix. According to a 2023 article on Variety.com, in the turnaround for the streaming wars, Warner Brothers Discovery is in negotiations to license a package of library HBO titles to Netflix. If a deal were to go through, it would cement the sea change in the content distribution strategy at Warner Brothers Discovery under David Zaslav. HBO has licensed library content in the past. A deal with Netflix would not be groundbreaking per se, but is notable in the era of pitch competition amongst the largest media companies to build direct to customer streaming platforms. And this deal did go through. The hit show Insecure by Issa Rae did get licensed to Netflix last year in America. So I definitely feel like Max are trying to figure out what works for them within the budget they've set for themselves, and they're trying to make money. And I feel like a lot of shows are just gonna fall to the catalyst of that, just gonna fall to the wayside, and they're gonna bet bigger on shows that they know are gonna bring in the audience and bring in new subscribers. I feel like now with so many options of streaming services, we're kind of overwhelmed with so much amongst, you know, live TV, and then also, you know, streaming services, and now with fast channel TV channels. Like, there's so much options, and I feel like everyone's trying to figure this all out, and we're in such a new era. Yes, streaming has been around for a while, but it's still very relatively new, especially in forms of modern day TV. And I think that's why some black shows are getting cancelled, because if it's not bringing in enough revenue for them, then it's just not seem feasible, or it's not really, it doesn't really matter to them. And I think that's just what happened with Rap Shit. And like I said, I personally feel like it probably had the numbers and stuff like that, but in what they want to gain from the show and what they want to gain as a new partnership, a new investment, it's not enough. And that's why Rap Shit, to me, and I could be wrong, and this is all alleged, was cancelled. And I really hope that Issa Rae could, you know, shop this around to another network and stuff like that, because they also cancelled, you know, the show she exec produces called A Black Lady Sketch Show, and her reality show Sweet Life. So I really hope that she's able to shop it around to other networks or other streaming services, other studios, to pick them up, because they're such great shows, and Issa Rae is such a talented writer, creator, so it'd be good to see. But please, guys, let me know your thoughts on why you think a lot of these shows are being cancelled, especially after the writer's strike. You know, why do you think that black and brown shows are always the first ones to go? But again, guys, thanks for listening. Season 3 will be coming soon, definitely, but I think I might be doing a few more solo episodes like this. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts if you like this kind of content.